Hello! This is Mr. Axebane, and I'm playing Stalcraft. I'm here in the starting village that you start in the swamps if you choose Stalkers. I came back here because I realized I had a side quest to finish here. It was basically to get some mutant parts and deliver them to Dentist, one of the NPCs here in the starting village. So I did that, and now I'm going to be heading back up northeast to Corden. That gives me a good opportunity to show you... Oh, somebody died here 20 seconds ago. To show you a safe route, or somewhat safe route, to get up here to Corden. I'm down here at Adamant's HQ, southern part of the swamps. The bandit base is north of me at the boathouse. If I stay as far away from that as possible, I probably won't be killed by a player. Most player kills are happening here in the middle region between the two. And also sometimes at the checkpoints I haven't encountered them here, but you would definitely encounter them here. You don't want to go up there. Now, so there's two ways to get to the Corden. Up here, that's sort of the bandits route, and down here, that's more of the stalkers route. So I've found that, you know, the safest, absolute safest way would be to hug the bottom of the swamps like this all the way up to here. Gotta stay away from the edge though, because you'll get killed by military snipers. But another route that's a little bit faster and still pretty safe that I've found is to go up here, over to here, then cut through this little forested strip here, because you'll be running through the woods. There's no road there. Nobody can really see you very easily. Then you go here and up to here. So I'm going to try to do that, and it shouldn't be too difficult to pull that off. I've been killed by players about 2 or 3 times, which is not very many times because I'm extremely careful to remain close to a friendly base when I'm farming PvE. And I also return to town very often to sell my loot and stash anything I want to save. Which means that if I get killed by a player, rarely do they get much for it. Like right now, if a player killed me and took my stuff, they would only get, you know, a little bit of 5.56 ammo, a little bit of 9mm, tiny bit of buckshot, a couple of first aid kits, and 3 bandages. That's it. That's all they get. And the satisfaction and enjoyment from killing me. It would just cost me a little bit of time and just a little bit of ammo. In this swamps region, there are a lot of these swampy areas filled with anomalies. I think those are thermal. Oh yeah, that's definitely thermal. But I don't encounter black holes that often in this region. But as soon as you get to Corden, there are a lot of them. Black holes are really dangerous. They always kill you if you get too close. And once they drag you in and kill you, the black hole will fling all of your items out off in the distance. So if you come back and try to get your stuff, it'll be like an Easter egg hunt. You'll have to go and look for it. It's not very nice. There's a trick you can do if you realize it's a black hole pulling you in and you're really, really fast. You can use the /suicide command in the console to kill yourself before the black hole does, so that at least your items won't fling all over the place. But that's kind of a cheesy little exploit, I feel like. Also, I don't think I'd be fast enough to do it anyway, so... Alright, so now I'm cutting through that forested bit here. So, I came out of Adamant's HQ, went north, northeast. Now I'm going kind of easterly through this forested strip. You know, there's other roads and routes you could take, but I like this one because I don't have to take too much of a detour. And I'm in a place where... Oh, God! That was a trampoline. You gotta watch for that. I'm in a place where it's a little bit difficult to spot me by an enemy sniper. He's probably fighting... Yeah, that's a friendly stalker player fighting mutants. I would help, but he's probably fine. There's an NPC stalker camp. Although there's actually no NPCs right there at the moment. Oh, mutant dogs. After you damage the mutant dogs, after they're about half health or lower, they get scared and they run, but then they will come back from a different angle usually. It's kind of easier to hit these guys if you just stand still. If you can tank the hits, at least. You try to hit them when they're running around, it can be very difficult because they take unpredictable paths sometimes and they kind of zigzag. They actually have decent AI for those guys. I'm bleeding now. I've got bandages, but if you watch my health in the bottom right, it'll probably recover on its own. Because I don't think it's a major bleed. Yeah, see, look, it recovered on it. I could have used a bandage, but it wouldn't basically been a waste of a bandage. There's another NPC stalker camp here. When you hear a lot of gunfire and like constant, like somebody just keeps on shooting and shooting and shooting, it's oftentimes these guys, these NPC stalker camps, or NPC bandit camps if you're a bandit, shooting at mutants in the distance. And if the mutants at a distance, they'll never hit it. They'll just keep shooting and shooting. You're like, what's going on over there? And it's usually just these guys shooting at like one mutant rat who's like 500 meters away. Oh man. Usually when players die, there's not that much gunfire. Just a couple of shots to the head, boom, you're dead. Like, you do die pretty quick. I've heard, though, it's interesting, because a lot of people think once you get great gear, you'll be unstoppable. But no, actually, from what I've heard, even if you've got end-game armor, and a player attacks you, and that player has, like, a mid-level weapon, if the player has good aim and they can land a lot of headshots, your end-game armor is not going to do much. Armor plates and armor, so they don't offer much protection for your head. So that means that combat is more skill-based. I know some people are going to argue with me and say, skill-based? What the are you talking about? All they do is camp in a bush near a transition zone that people, or near a quest where people need to be, and then just shoot them in the back when they come. Yeah. But that's kind of par for the course for open PvP. I mean, that's... What do you expect them to do? Constantly yell and run through the woods, like, rah, la, 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 shooting and making noise. So oh, okay, I know where they're at. I'm going to go and avoid that area. Like, I know it sucks to be killed by campers. But one thing you can do that people don't seem to think about a lot of times is when you see an enemy player, just lay low. Or get out of the area if you're carrying too much loot, or you're just not interested in PvP at the moment. Hit the deck. Stop moving. Hit the deck. Not in the place that they last saw you, but oh god. But you know, try to find some cover. Get behind a hill where they maybe didn't see which way you went. Get behind a tree like this maybe, and boom, hit the ground. Maybe stay still and listen for them and see what happens. You know. The point I'm making is that although PvP can happen anywhere except for town, that doesn't mean that... Sorry, those guys are kind of loud. Just because you can PvP everywhere doesn't mean you should PvP everywhere. Oh god! Oh no! Oh! Ow! Yow! Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm critically wounded. In a couple minutes here I'm gonna die. Or a mutant will come and get me. And kill me. Or I can hold G to give up and then come back and get my stuff. Which is probably what I'll do. Anyway, the point I was making is when you see an enemy player and they don't notice you yet, it is so tempting just to try to kill them. But don't do that if you don't like PvP or you are carrying too much loot. Because if you miss, you've given away your position and now you're in danger. Anyway, just something to think about. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and give up. Because I don't want to sit here for a minute and wait for a player to find me and maybe revive me. It's not likely. So I respawned back at Adam's HQ. And it's not too far from where I was. I gotta go back and get my stuff. It'll probably be there. It's not likely that somebody stumbles upon my bag within the next few minutes, considering my bag was just out there in the woods. And the maps are very large. That's one of the things I love about this game, actually. Stalker had large maps. Especially in the later games, the second and third game, some of the maps were huge. Makes the world feel more alive or more believable, and gives you more routes and paths to take and more places to explore. It seems like in this game the maps are even bigger than that, like a lot bigger. I mean, this swamp is freaking huge. I mean, I'm down here, and I mean every one of these pixels is like a block, I think, or a couple of blocks. So it's a huge map, even just here in the swamps. And there's so many areas. Like, this is the Adamans HQ, but here's like a abandoned factory area or a military base. Here's a little abandoned something. Some buildings up here. Small buildings there. Buildings there. Buildings there. If you go further north, there's stuff there. There's structures all over the place. And here's the enemy base, the bandit base up north part of the swamps. It's just, I don't know, it's nice when the maps are like so big, because you really can explore, and you have a lot of areas to go do your PvE. You have a lot of areas to go to try to avoid players if you don't want to do PvP. I don't know, it's kind of nice. And there's a whole lot of other maps too, of course. This is just the swamps area. Then you got the Cordon, the Dump, Dark Valley, Agroprom. It has most of the same places as the Stalker games, but not entirely the same. This area is different here. The forest, the graveyard, the pit. Rostock is modified. So they took a lot of inspiration, like a whole lot, from the Stalker games, but they also mixed it up and changed things up. You know, the layouts of the maps are often a little different. Maybe in some cases quite a bit different. But I don't know, I like that there's like these huge maps. It's just more believable. Now, it does mean that sometimes you gotta backtrack farther if you're trying to get to the next region and a camping bandit player kills you on the way and you want to go all the way back. Most people will run all the way back and then get killed again. And I understand that. I understand that tendency to like desperately want to get your stuff back, but it's probably gone. If it was that far off, you're not going to get back in time. If that bandit that killed you doesn't take it, someone else is going to find it and take it, probably. There's my death marker. So in those cases, I know it's difficult, frustrating to just give up on your stuff, but like, that's what I would do. I'd try to do, is go try a different route, you know, and avoid that spot unless you really want to get some revenge and you feel like you can do it. And you could. I mean, if you don't take any more gear, like if you take very little, so that when you die you don't drop hardly anything, then there's not much risk. All you lose is a little bit of time. So you could go back with almost nothing in your pack, or almost nothing that'll drop. Oh, I need to get more first aid kits. Oh God! I need to unpack more ammo too. I need more buckshot. Oh, okay. This is not good. This is not okay. This is not good. Luckily, these guys here are low level, and if I aim well, I can kill these guys, these fleshes, with one shotgun blast with this little pocket shotgun. This thing's cool, man. It's a pump action that only holds 3 rounds, but you can put it in your pistol slot. So I've got my main weapon, and in my pistol slot I've got a shotgun, which is not great for PvP. So it's a little bit of a liability having that instead of a pistol, because pistols are really good. They're really good. But I mostly hunt mutants, so having a shotgun is nice. Oh, okay, I need to go back and I think I need to unpack more ammo. And I don't have more shotgun ammo to unpack. I've got 9mm. Oh God. And I do have a SMG I could pull out. So that's what I might do. Let's double check. So I've got plenty of 5.56 though. So if I shift and right click a pouch, it'll unpack. Or I can mouse over it and press a number to assign it to the quick access wheel so that I can unpack it that way. Yeah, see what I mean? Even this little shotgun can kill these basic flesh mutants in one shot if you aim. It seems like if you aim at the hump on their back instead of their face. I don't know if it's like a weak spot up here, but if I aim just for that hump, a lot of times I'll get them in one shot. At least with this weapon. All right, so that's good. I got my stuff back, right? Or did I? I wasn't even paying attention. Did I get my stuff? No, I'm not there yet. No, okay. It's over there. Right? Sometimes when I'm talking and playing, I lose track of what I was doing. Slaughter Melon. I like that as a nice name. That's a Slaughter Melon, and that's a Stalker. So he's in the same faction as me. What's going on? They're probably fighting mutants. Yeah. There's another Stalker player up there, I think, and then maybe some NPC allies as well. Wow, he didn't notice me. Wait, why is there nothing there? Usually when I find a pile of mutant guts, there's always a mutant part in there. Alright, where the heck okay, it's just over here. 30 meters away. Alright, yeah, we're almost back there. Unless somebody stumbled upon it. Oh god, of course I hit the same God damn it. Hit the same freaking anomaly on the way in. That's great. There it is. I got all my stuff back. Beautiful. Alright, let's continue this journey. So I'm down here. I need to go north and then northeast. And if you look at the top of the screen, there is a compass that shows me which direction I'm heading. But you can also set, in the options, you can set it so that your mini-map does not rotate when you rotate. That's how I like it. I like my mini-map to stay static, so if I rotate and glance at my mini-map, I can see I'm facing north right now. If I rotate, I'm facing west, south, east. I like it that way, so that if I look at my mini-map, I ought to immediately know which way is north. I don't have to look at the top of the screen. I can see where I'm at on the map and which direction is north. It's important because here in the swamps, the bandits are up north, actually same way in the cordon, and the stalkers are down south, so when you're fleeing from something, if you can flee south, it's probably better than fleeing north, just because it gets you farther from the enemy base rather than closer. And then of course this means that, like I mentioned before, if I were to hug the very bottom of the swamp area, I would be very unlikely to encounter an enemy bandit player, because their base is just so far away. So you can, I know it's a PvP, open PvP game, and a lot of people complain about that, but honestly, and I know that I haven't seen some of the worst camping that happens near the bar and other locations, so I'm sure some people are going to scream at me that it's a huge problem, but what I'm getting at is in the first couple areas at least, you can avoid enemy players quite a lot. I mean, I hardly ever encounter them because I'm very, very careful to stay near my edge of the map, near the stalker's edge, when I'm PvEing, so that I don't have to really worry about players that much. Oh, okay, a bandit just killed one of my allies. And see, it was over here in the middle of the swamps. That's like no man's land, you know, that's a combat zone. I'm not saying that person made a mistake going there, but that's usually where people die to other players. It's in the middle areas of the map, or very close to the enemy base if you're really foolhardy or brave enough to go up there. You gotta be careful too. A lot of quests will drag you into the enemy territory. So just because you have a quest doesn't mean you can easily do it. Like this side quest here, that takes me like into the heart of the enemy's area, like zone. That's where bandits travel to go from the freaking swamps up here to their base in Cordon. If I go there, I'm almost surely gonna have to encounter players. Even here, I've got a main quest that is actually a little bit closer to the bandit base than the stalker base. So going so going there is going to be really quite dangerous. Bandits kill stalker players in this area all the time, from what I've seen. All right, sometimes the military is up here, so I got to be really careful. Military NPCs, I guess I should say. Okay, they're not here right now. Looks like. All right, we can do a little bit of looting. Oh, look at that! Ooh, a lot of loot in there. Oh man! So when you find a barrel or a crate or any of these little, there's a lot of different things out in the world like that that you can interact with to search for loot. This one's empty. But if you find one, if you come to a small camp like this and you find a crate or a barrel that has stuff in it, you should definitely check the other crates and barrels in that camp, because that means they've probably respawned since the last time someone's come through, and so most of the loot will be there. It's either you'll find almost like no loot, or like half the containers may have loot. Oh my god! I knew there was a trampoline here, but I forgot to watch for it, to avoid it. Alright, I'm going, this is how I get to, yeah, the next area. There's a black hole, there's trampoline. Oh, loot in there. See what I mean? Like, now these will probably have, no, that doesn't have anything. There's a barrel down here that I didn't realize you could reach from above. See, there's some ammo. You check these boxes. No, there's nothing in there. But there's lots and lots and lots of containers and things around the world. What is going on in there? Oh, Stalker just killed a bandit. Excellent. Ooh, I hesitated there, but I still made it. Alright, what's going on here? Oh, it's probably just... Yeah, it's probably just NPCs shooting at bandits, or shooting at mutants, actually, more likely. Yeah, see, that's NPC Stalker, and he's just gunning and gunning and gunning, and it's probably one of these rats. I'm telling you. All right, so now I'm in the cordon, down here at the bottom of the cordon, and I want to get back here to the garages, store my loot, and then I can come back out and do some more PvE grind. Here is a very common place where bandits kill stalkers, and this whole bit here, people die there often, from what I've seen. So again, if I stay more to the south, I can avoid them, but I need to be careful not to get too close to the south. There's landmines, there's military snipers like NPCs, and the military doesn't want us to escape the zone, basically, so they put up these freaking guard towers, and they walled off the southern part of the zone. They've even made these minefields. That's what this sign is warning you of. You can actually see. If I get too close, I'll probably get shot at. So I want to stay south, but I don't want to get too close to the south edge. I just got to safely get back to the garages up here, because now I do kind of have a lot of loot on me. I mean, look at all this. It's not, I mean, it's not like a huge amount, but it's above average amount. If you don't travel light, you're just taking on more risk. So I want to get over to garages and sell stuff and dump stuff, and then I can get back to the grind. Okay, I'm almost there now. There it is. I can come in the back door here too. Just faster to get in the safe zone. I made it. Alright. I got a lot of loot on me now. That was a long trip, kinda. I killed a lot of freaking mutants on the way. So, gotta go sell some stuff. Mostly mutant parts. Down here, I can find the fence to do that. And I got so much crap on me. I don't know if I've ever had this much mutant parts at one time. So it's it's a good thing I was being really careful to avoid areas that player bandits are likely to be. Alright, sell that. And the rest of this is bartering materials. A couple of my own lost bags which contain bartering materials. And so I'm going to store all those. I have a lot of this stuff now. I have 332 stinky root. Man, I get to grinding and I don't stop. Like, I just get addicted to the grind. And I end up like, I don't know, man. I end up with more materials. Maybe that's not more than you really need. I don't know. But it seems like it's more than I really need, and I'm still grinding. I enjoy it. I don't know. I have a messed up brain. My brain. It's that dopamine reward cycle, isn't it? I mean, you get to kill. Let's see, I need more. 556. God, this is a mess. I need to organize this crap. You get that quick dopamine release, right? You know, when you do those world events and stuff, because they're pretty fast paced, and I can complete several of them in like 5 minutes and 5 or 10 minutes, then run back to town, rinse and repeat. So it's just like, I don't know, man. I'm getting addicted to it. I'm getting addicted to just grinding. Apparently the grind is really bad when you get farther along, but that's, I mean, it's an MMO. It's, you gotta remember it's an MMO. When you get to the end game, the grind is kind of supposed to take a while because, for certain kinds of games, because otherwise you could get, get the end game stuff within like a month or something, and then you'd be bored. Or at least I would be. I don't know. Everybody likes a different kind of style. Alright, so I am in the garages in Cordon. I have now unloaded my mutant parts and my bartering materials. I'm only carrying loose ammo, bandages, and some first aid kits. And then I got a bag of first aid kits here that will not drop when I die. I can unpack those when I need more kits. So I've got these 2 quest items. But to do the quest, I need to deliver 2 items up northeast here in the Dark Valley, where I have never been before, and it's possible that bandit players may be trying to camp this entrance to Dark Valley. It's quite likely, actually. I think. I mean, it's kind of close to our base here, but it's a place bandits would love to camp Stalker players, I would imagine. And this is the bandit base up here. So at least it's here instead of like here. Then I would definitely die trying to get through here. So I need to do that. I need to go north. Because I think I'm ready to experience a new zone, maybe, a new region. And I think I'm not carrying much that I would drop, so even if I do die, I won't lose much right now. So I think I'm going to try it. Okay, I was about to go northeast up to Dark Valley, but then I realized I can actually upgrade my armor. I want to get combo armor, so I'm in the combo category. My reputation with the garages is at level 3, so I could actually get this armor. Almost everything on it is better than the armor I have right now. To barter for that, I can either use an old suit or this other suit plus some bartering materials. Oh, I don't have aluminum cable. I think I can buy. Oh, I need 28 in aluminum cable. Okay. I thought I was going to be able to do that because I've got this armor in storage, my old PS1 pick lock. I can use that plus a little bit of stinky root and a little bit of seeds to get the AH1 drifter. And then, okay, to get the one that I want, I need a H1 drifter plus the aluminum, stinky root, and seeds. I don't have any aluminum. I don't think you start finding aluminum till Dark Valley or farther using metal detectors. However, there is a merchant down here, I think, that sells that kind of stuff in case you have trouble finding it, but I'm sure it's probably expensive to do it this way. But let's see if I can get it here. Yeah, so I can get some here. Oh, this merchant requires the premium currency, of course. Right, okay. So there is a little bit of convenience that you can gain from the premium subscription. So far, this English version of the game is not very much pay to win, but it may become that later on, like a lot of games do. Hopefully not. But right now, from what I understand, premium subscription and premium currency. If you have the premium subscription, you can get like 15% more rewards from some of the missions, like 25% more rewards for some of the world events. You can get more stash tabs, although the ones you get for free are huge, so you don't really need that unless you play for a long time and have a huge amount of stuff. And I can't remember what the other advantages are, but they're not very large. They're just a little bit of a convenience, you know. And the ability to buy those quest items with premium currency if you just don't want to bother with grinding for it and whatever. So yeah, little bit of pay to win, but actually not too bad. I've heard that even with end game armor, a player can be killed by another player, even if that player only has like a mid-grade weapon, like I was talking about earlier. Basically, if you can land headshots, your gear doesn't have to be end game gear in order to kill someone who has end game armor. So it's a little more skill-based than you might otherwise think. Most people assume that, you know, you get great armor and you're unstoppable, but you're definitely much better protected. But if somebody shoots you in the head, you're still going to take a lot of damage. Alright, so I can't upgrade my armor yet. I got plenty of ammo, got bandages and first aid, so I just need to try to make my way northeast to this entrance to Dark Valley, and I need to watch out at the left side of the screen for any warnings that allies have been killed. Because then I can... Oh, there's an ally up ahead. Then I can check the map and see if it was anywhere nearby, and then that way I can take cover and get more sneaky if that happens. Now I am going to do PvP on some of these videos, absolutely. But not on this video unless unless I'm forced into it. Got a bit of lag there. Sometimes it lags for a second when it's loading the rest of the map. Man, I don't like this. But yeah, I'm not gonna intentionally do PvP this video, but I might do it next video. I want to try. I've saved up a bunch of grenades. Alright, I don't need to go over there, so I need to stop being curious. Alright, so this is it. This is where I need to go, I think, to get into Dark Valley. And of course, I'm taking on additional risk by looting, but it's hard to resist the urge for more loot. I'm not finding any, though, much. I found a little bit of bullets. Oh, there's some buckshot. Ooh, 2 army medkits. Okay, I'm glad I looted. Alright. Alright, how the hell do I... I'm not in the right place. Oh my god, I'm in the wrong place. Hang on. Yeah, I have to go a little bit further north. So, okay, I do have to go over there where I was hearing gunshots. What's this? Or can I take... Ah! Damn. Vine thingies. What's this? Never been down here. I wonder if this is a quest location or if this will be... Oh, it's a dead end. Maybe if you have a quest you can go here, or maybe this is a future expansion. Maybe when they expand the map, maybe this will connect, although it doesn't look like it. Alright, well, that's fine. We found out. Ow! Alright. So I gotta go over here. Allies! Yeah. Oh, you tried to shoot me. Hello.
Hey, Stalker. Hey, bro.
Alright, this is good. These guys are going the same way, so I'm gonna stick with them. And I'm gonna let them go first. So if there's a sniper, they can get shot instead of me. It's the zone. I mean, you know, this is what you do. Where'd they go? I lost. Oh no, I lost them. They must have gone around here. Yeah, okay. Oh, there we go. More allies. Here's some allies that are NPCs. These guys here. And there's player allies up here. Alright. So if those players got attacked by bandits, I would know. Okay, here we go. Alright, I made it to the Dark Valley. I might be in a different instance than those other players that came through, so there might not be any allies up ahead. Okay, so I just need to get a little bit further. This narrow part of this valley or whatever. I need to make my way up there, get to here and to here for my quest. I've got to deliver a book of crossword puzzles to one guy and another book of adult literature to another guy. And so that's my side quest. Since I have not been in this region before, it would be a good idea not to sprint constantly and to pay attention to the area that's in front of me, so that I don't wander into a black hole. This place looks kind of cool. Oh, there's a vortex and a trampoline over there. It looks like those are two of the anomaly types that you'll encounter early on. I don't want to stay on the road, you know? You stay on the road and you're just more obvious and you're more likely to get noticed. I like these rocks here. There's a lot of cover here. I almost wish I got ambushed right now. I'd be like, ha ha. Oh ho ho, I got cover. These rocks look cool too. I don't know, they just, even though they're all blocky and stuff, they kind of look cool. Alright, let's get out of here. I guess there's not much in the way of mutants here right now. Not seeing any mutant world events nearby. Now that I'm in a different region, I'll probably start to see other types of world events too. As you progress further into the game, you get to encounter more and more interesting and dangerous types of world events. There's one right there, soldier base. That's going to be kind of dangerous. NPC soldiers will be there, but it looks like players are already engaging them. So the NPC soldiers will probably be defeated here in a minute. And there's one of my quest objectives. I think that's the guy I have to deliver the book of crossword puzzles to. He's not that close though. He's about 200 meters away. I'm probably gonna get killed by a bandit player. I just have a feeling that I'm gonna get ambushed. So far, I haven't seen a lot of anomalies here. I'm sure I'm just in the wrong spot. The maps are very big, so they put a lot of anomalies around. I have a feeling it's because the map is so big. You know, they had, oh, there's a bunch. Oh my God, there's like 4 black holes right up on that hill. Apparently, after an emission, additional anomalies can spawn, and if they do, I think I think they're likely to be the same kind that are nearby. So those, they basically can kind of multiply, I think. Like, so after the next emission, there could be an additional black hole over here, maybe. Or maybe one less. It might randomly adjust up or down. I don't know, I might have that wrong. Oh, mutant rats. These guys are actually, I've found, easier to fight with your knife, honestly. And they do almost no damage. Even if their armor's good. So if you're getting attacked by these swarms of these rats, honestly, I usually just stop and stand there, let them charge up to me, and then they'll stand still while they attack me, and then one or two stabs and they're dead. It's just easier than even killing them with a pistol, I've found. Alright, the guy we need to deliver to is very close now. He's about 40 meters away. This is not a safe zone, though. So I absolutely need to be watching. Some NPCs here. There he is. This is the guy I gotta deliver the crossword puzzles to. You see a hefty man in front of you, voraciously shoveling down a plate of buckwheat. Drill's suit strains every time he moves. From the number of seams, you can tell it's burst at the back several times. When the stalker starts to chew, you get the impression that his powerful jaws could probably bite through a steel bar. Sorry to interrupt. What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? My body isn't going to bulk up all on its own. I brought you a package. Oh, are you here instead of Gator? Alright, hand it over. This guy needs the red envelope. He's interested in crossword puzzles, not adult literature. Put it on the table. I'll take a look when I'm done. I'll message Gator to say I received it. Run along and don't ruin my appetite. No problem. Drill continues his feast, ignoring the envelope on the table. It's Drill, by the way. Hey, Drill! Drill with 2 L's. Unfortunately, not the real Drill. Okay. Now, we still got this blue book of adult literature. We need to take that to Bedbug. This guy's over there, about 220 meters away. My god, that hill is covered in black holes. Oh my god. Okay, there's a lot of anomalies here, yeah. I just didn't notice them initially when I got to this area. Got an ally fighting some mutants up here. We can help out, and that way we'll also get some of the rewards. And I was looking at the map, and there is no Stalker base in this region, and no Bandit base either. So there's no... Oh, he's getting screwed. He got out, he got out. So there's no safe zone here in Dark Valley, apparently. There's a vortex. Yeah, I don't see one on the map, so there's nowhere to take shelter and sell loot or anything up here. I mean, there might be some shelter, there might be a bunker around here somewhere. So after this quest, I guess I'm going back down to the garages in Corden. It's either that or go further north, which is like a death sentence, so. There's another ally. Yeah, so I guess Dark Valley is just a place that doesn't have a safe zone. Or maybe it just doesn't show up on the map because it's not like a major base. Oh, okay, this dude is downstairs here, it looks like. Oh, this is probably a sufficient underground shelter for an emission, at least. Maybe. Actually, I don't know. It's underground, but only barely, so maybe not. Alright, let's deliver this thing to him. Hey, what's up, dude? I brought your, adult literature. The sickly-looking stalker is busy typing something on the keyboard of his PDA. Hi. Yes? What do you want? I am not one of them. Leave me be, please. Oh, I'm here to deliver an envelope. Oh, an envelope. Let me have it. You didn't look inside, did you? I hope not. He's worried that I looked at his, at the stuff that he likes. Alright, let me give him the envelope. Great, you can go. I'll take a look at this evening. For now, let me message Gator to say I received it. I'll be going. Nice. Okay, so I gotta get back to the guy who gave me that mission. He's back down in Cordon. And I just have to get there without being killed by a bandit player. Or a mutant or anything either. Not carrying a whole lot of loot, but since I don't know where, if any, are any safe zones in this region, I'm gonna have to get back down to Cordon, which I have to do it anyway to turn in the mission, the quest. Okay. Let's do that. And I'm gonna avoid the road. Just seems safer. I was just thinking, when I get back to Cordon, I should check and see if there's other bartering options that I might have. For instance, I might be able to barter for a better weapon. I like the weapons I've got, though. They're actually pretty good, but it'd be kind of cool if I could get a new one. The sun is setting, and I'm almost back at the garages in Cordon. It's a beautiful sunset, too. Look at that. Whoa! What was that? Rat. That was a freaking rat. Yeah, there's a rat lair around here. That's one of the world events. Might as well go ahead and kill the rest of them and get the reward. Only 2 more. Yeah, you see what I mean about killing them with a knife? It just seems a lot easier to do that, especially because they don't do hardly any damage. Even if you get swarmed by 2 or 3 of them, you can kill them fast enough with the knife usually to... Okay, that one doesn't want to come down here yet, though. Oh, there he goes. Here he comes. Yeah. Alright, let me get that reward and get the heck back to the garages. Okay, it's about 11:30 in the game, so it's starting to get dark now. But I just made it back. I'm on the northeast corner of the garages, and there's actually a little hole in the fence here you can use to get in. It's just a alternate entrance. Alright, so this is a good time to wrap up this episode. I made it back safely. Sell some loot, stash some stuff, turn in the quest, and then figure out what to do next. Now, as for the next video in this series, I am going to do a PvP video. I'm going to seek out PvP. I'm not going to carry too much loot so that if I die, they won't get much. I've saved up a ton of grenades, so I'm going to take a bunch. Well, we'll take a few grenades, use those, and then come back and get some grenades. Just basically go ham with grenades, have some little PvP action with not very much risk, because I'm not going to be carrying a bunch of loot. And it should be fun. It should be fun. I'll probably get killed a lot, but it should be fun. So join me next episode if you want to see that. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Mr. Axebane. Have a great day.